I'm sorry. I was wrong. Please forgive me. Now I officially do not know where I'm going, and that's kind of fun to me. All right, I think I have, believe it or not, about nothing more to say that is interesting. Ooh, fuck. Oh my God. Oh my God, can you see my goosebumps? Oh Jesus, a snake just slithered by. Oh shit. It's hot as balls out here. Good people. Hot as balls. So that's why we're gonna go into the woods again. Just you, me, my little sweetie, the camera, and you and me and Gerald. Hey Gerald. How you doing, man? So everyone, you remember Gerald, right? Well, this edition of the Uncle Vigilante Show is all about Gerald. And Gerald's my buddy now. I want to share with you that I got a message from him that said, hey, I'm Gerald, and I'm sorry. I was having a really bad day, and I'm sorry. and please forgive me. And I was like, wow, there's a dude who like just owned up to something, and I really like that character trait in people. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take Gerald's lead today because I have a mea culpa myself. A couple of them, actually, that we're gonna talk about. But anyway, Gerald, I want to tell you, thank you. I appreciate the apology, and I accept it. And I think that's really cool, man. Good on you. And let's look here, guys. Let you know where I'm going. It's just kind of a beautiful walk. Today was really hot out there. So I thought, you know what? We're going to walk through the woods to see if we could get lost. You know we like to do that. Maybe this time we can find that Indian trail and get lost. But you know, it maybe I've mentioned it before on the show, and if I have, well, I have, but I can't remember. But the three most powerful sentences when strung together in a row, there are three sentences, I should say, that when strung together in a row are the most powerful tool in the world to de-escalating conflict. And those three sentences are, I'm sorry, I was wrong, please forgive me. Those three. And you know, we don't hear them a lot in that row, do we? Because we all have our big damned egos, myself included, and sometimes it's hard to apologize when in actuality that's kind of all that's required sometimes. I find all right, we're going this way, guys, or are we? Or maybe that was my problem. Maybe I went the wrong way the last time. Maybe this will take me to Indian. Okay, guys, we're going this direction. And I hope it starts curving to the right. Yeah, baby. It looks like it does. Okay. Now I officially do not know where I'm going, and that's kind of fun to me. So will you join me, people? All right. Ooh, this looks like it could be filled with some hidden boars. It's very pretty back here. Just very pretty. So, you got my face? Oh, sweetheart. Cool. I like being lost. So Gerald strung those three sentences together, and I have to, where am I here? When it comes to owning your mistakes, I have an apology to make myself, and that is to Mike Newton from Moonstream. He is awesome. Moonstream is awesome. And I thought that he had closed, that he's not taking on any new members. And, you know me, Uncle Odd just wants to help you guys out. And I had shared one of his coin picks. And that rightly pissed him off. And he heard about it from somebody, maybe somebody who follows this channel, I don't know. But anyway, you know, he works very hard on his coin picks and a lot of research, and that was wrong of me. So, Mike, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Please forgive me. No ill intent. I literally had just thought that the door was closed to any new memberships, so I didn't feel like I was compromising anything, but that was just bad judgment on my part. So it won't happen again. It will not happen again. I respect you, and I respect Moonstream and all the members, and I know everybody pays their hard-earned money to be a member, as did I, so I had no right to reveal a coin selection. So there you go. And Mike and I have already exchanged. We already had our amends. Yeah, guys, this is it. This is what I couldn't find. This is Indian. Very difficult. And this scares the shit out of me. I'm hearing stuff already. Okay, guys, we're in it now. We're in it. I can't remember much, but I know at some point in time it pops out the other side. So you and I are going to go on this adventure together. And so we are, where are we at? Mike Newton. And then, let's see. Let me stop here. The other amends I want to make. And guys, I mean, if I'm guilty of anything, it's just I'm wanting to help people out. And so I got into another group that, and I did secure their permission to be, because I was a guest on their show, and with this guy Micah and his group, and they have a little different approach. They do research on what we would call shit coins. What are shit coins? They're the coins that all they need is a white paper to be able to say they are, you know, a project that's worthy of your investment. And over time, well, here's a video of what usually happens with shit coins that are, you know, 2 rockets to the moon. Yeah, I'm going to wave because that's my sign to myself to insert something here. Looky here. Yeah, this is what I remember, that if you get off this trail, you're kind of screwed. So this group, they've been very successful in finding these shit coins that are, they're just basically, you know, coins that are low market cap. So maybe they have a market cap of, you know, $20 million or something. Well, you can buy those coins at 0.00001 penny, right? So it doesn't take much, and usually it's basically promotion, right? From white papers to good old-fashioned advertising, I don't know, to where it doesn't take much to move a coin from 20 million to 40 million. Now, with Bitcoin, it takes quite a bit to move it from a billion or a trillion to 2 trillion, right? But with these little coins, you don't have that issue. So I was a guest on the show. He wanted me to just give a half-hour interview. I think it's two interviews down. You can see that. I gave my backstory. But before that, there were 2 guest speakers. You can listen to them because I recorded it and posted it. And they got my attention. And I'm like, whoa, this is the real deal here. And so I got all excited about it. And I asked Micah, I said, hey, do you mind if I share this with my community, with the Uncle Vigilante team? And he was like, cool. And there was a million free Moonchain airdrop coins. And, you know, so I'm all in. And I start to try to figure it out. And I'm like, I'm lost. So, look, what I had was a direct line to Micah. And I just said, hey, dude, can you help me out? So I did a share screen, and he walked me through how to do it. Now, it's one of those that you kind of have to go from BNB coins to Binance Smart Chain to Ether to a trust wallet. You got to claim your coins, and then you have to figure out how to show it. And it was just one of these where you're like, you know? But I was thinking, well, maybe a lot of people are smarter than Uncle Vigilante, and maybe they'll get it. So I knew there was a time countdown on it to where to be able to acquire these free coins or claim the free coins and then be able to get a link that you could present to other people to help them. I thought I gotta post this soon, man. Everybody needs time. And I will tell you, it will be the last time I ever offer any kind of a hot tip. No way, I'm never doing that again for 2 reasons. One is, it causes unnecessary angst for me. Because I feel totally responsible. And I don't like it when people are struggling, and then when I don't have the wherewithal to be able to help people, I can't speak that language. It was just a cluster, you know what. And so for that, to you, if you got excited about all of that, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Please forgive me. But I will say this. That coin is probably going to moon and do really well. Again, if you listen to the interview, you'll meet one of the guys behind it, and you'll be impressed. And so that's what Micah's service provides. So if you're interested in those, in getting in on the ground floor of those type opportunities, then join his group, join his Telegram group. You can go into my last 2 interviews or last 2 videos and go into the description, and you can reach out to them. Okay? Is Honey looking at my face? It's simple as that. And you know, there's just something, I think it's called unit bias. There's something about these coins that are really alluring, because, you know, to buy $500 of Bitcoin, you're talking about 0.00001%, or I don't know what the number is, but you know, there's a lot of 0.000. And what these people with the shit coins do, and I say that with love, that's just basically these really small cap coins, and they've earned the name shitcoin because 99% of them fail, from what I understand. But they are very alluring because for that same $500, you can get like, 500 billion. Yeah, baby. I got 500 billion, baby. Now, that $500 spends the same if it's in the shitcoin or the Bitcoin. And, the gains are the same. If you get $1,000 gain on the shitcoin, hey, great. If you get $1,000 gain on the Bitcoin, great. Now, the shitcoin, you probably have a way better chance of losing that $500 than you do on the Bitcoin. So therein lies the rub with shitcoin, shit versus Bitcoin. So anyway, I want to read to you my apology that I wrote to the folks in my Telegram, which is regarding the free MCF airdrop. I'm going to do an entire Mea Culpa video on my Uncle Vigilante channel, likely later today, apologizing for this hot tip. It came from a trusted source, and he walked me through the complicated process. If he would not have, I would never have figured it out. Lots and lots of frustrated subscribers out there. My bad. I should have kid tested, Uncle approved the process so that I could walk people through it. I've felt helpless over the past couple of days as friends have struggled. All I can do is apologize at this point, which I will and am. Let's chalk this up as tuition. We learn through our mistakes. I thought I was doing good, but failed. I'm starting to get eaten up by mosquitoes. I thought I was doing good, but failed at the positive outcome. I'm not deleting the videos because I want them to stick around too, if not for anything else, to remind me to never ever get into the hot tip business again. So to all who have been frustrated by the process or even lost some money due to the ridiculous ETH gas fees, claiming something free, my bad. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Please forgive me. There you go. Now we can put that to bed, I think. The other thing I do want to comment, based upon my experience on this small cap coin, the ones that are not easily accessible, sure, you could realize some meteoric gains. But here's the other thing that hit me over the weekend, is it became almost all-consuming. And it just sucked my whole weekend from a time standpoint. And so when you get into these complicated processes to be able to acquire these unknown coins, above and beyond the risk, you just have to be prepared for pulling your hair out and losing time. So what is the opportunity cost of your time? Could you have spent that time with your kids? Could you have spent that time with your significant other? Could you have spent that time, working on a training video of some sort that'll help you get better at crypto? I don't know. But there's a trade-off, right? What you are doing when you do this hard process is you're kind of paying the tuition. Because if you do figure that out, if you take the complicated and make it accessible for yourself to where you can navigate that world, then good on you. I respect you, and I think that's awesome. And remember, when anything becomes easy for the masses, the opportunity for profit is gone. I mean, big time profits. Once something is so easy that you got a nice, slick user interface, if it's pretty and not ugly, it's likely the big profits have already been made. The easy button is not profitable. I have found that in just about everything in life. The easy button is not profitable. So, you know, look, we all who participated in this, we learned something. One thing I learned is, geez, this ether gas is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I mean, it's literally obscene. All right, let's go beyond pulling our hair out. How about that flash crash that happened yesterday? That was crazy, man. It was like all of a sudden you're looking at your Blockfolio app and you're just like loving life, and then you go get a Diet Coke or water or whatever, cup of coffee, and boom, it's gone. Hold on, my honey. You have lost my face. But it just went down. It went down a lot. I don't know what the percentage was, but it's just interesting for me to think about, because what happened, as I understand it, is that the dump was because the market whales liquidated the leveraged players. So you have these people who are looking at the charts. You've seen them. They're the ones that always have their face real close to the screen when they post their thumbnails. Should I start doing that? Should I start doing the real close one and crazy eyes, like things like that? And do my the titles of my videos in all caps, just to kind of yell at you, get your attention. Maybe, look, works for these dudes. But anyway, these are the people that use leverage and that trade in leverage. And there are a lot of smart people out there, a lot of smart people with a lot of money, aka whales. And they kind of have it figured out. They have all of these highly leveraged positions they see that are betting on Bitcoin, for example, or ETH or whatever, continuing to go up. And they do what they do, and they're able to manipulate things by basically starting the first domino of the liquidation of these long positions. And once that first domino falls, it's just boom, 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 and the market goes down. So if you're new, good Lord, do not be tempted to get into that leverage business. That's just stupid. And if you're seasoned, I wish you would stop too. Because what happens is it impacts the rest of us as well, like it did yesterday. So I don't like leverage, and I think it's dangerous, because I think that it really taps the nasty, greedy side of our personalities, to where we don't want what we have, we want what we don't have, and we have to get more. It's the disease of more. And so, I think I said this weekend that, when you get $1 million, that's awesome, but you're not happy with $1 million. You want 10 million. Or at least 2, right? And if you have $10 million, man, you realize that you are not in the right club, because, you do run in some circles to where you have some people that have earned over 100 million. That's only 10x of what you have. So you're not happy with your 10 million. You want 100 million. I know somebody who sold their company for $800 million and was absolutely depressed for a couple years, because they weren't a billionaire. They could not say that they were an illionaire with a B. And, wow. You know what I mean? So what is that? That's just the disease of more. So when you start playing footsie with the notion of doing a leverage buy, if in doubt, don't. Sometimes it's urgent to do nothing. And I remember this tree. I thought I had it the other day, but see that big old tree right there? That, my friends, this is where I had the encounter with the wild boar. It was right here. It was right damn here, right on this path. And the little babies were over there, and nobody got attacked in that story, thank goodness. But that was a thing. So anyway, yeah, greed wrecks everything, I think. I think the 10th commandment is thou shalt not covet. Matter of fact, I'm positive it's thou shalt not covet. And that made God's list for a reason. And just because it's number 10 doesn't mean that, you know, you can play footsie with it. You shouldn't covet. I don't know, man. I've never had that issue personally. It's like when somebody achieves something or acquires something, you know, I'm like, good on you, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. If you get rich, you have a yacht, good on you. Just invite me on, man. I'll chip in on some gas, but I'll be grateful. I don't have that big ass payment. That's the other thing I've found, that really wealthy people, they like leverage. So they have a lot of money and they're like you and me. You know, instead of just saying, oh, hey, I have a shitload of money, I'm going to pay, oh, hold on, guys. Sorry, guys, hey, honey, can you find me? Mosquitoes really bad, so I have a little pocket thing of Deep Woods Off. I need to spray it on my legs. So, I can't remember what I was talking about. But, yeah, I got a message. I think it was in the Uncle Vigilante channel, or it may have been the Telegram Uncle Odd channel. But this guy named Oz, he was asking me if on my walk I could talk and give some instruction on, hold on, I think there's going to be, I'm hearing some people. They're probably on a bike. So, let's see.
When the big drop comes up, you flatten your pedals and raise up. All right. Like these roots up here.
Hey guys,
Howdy.
how are you?
Good.
Good. I'm glad I'm walking. So anyway, back to Oz. He wanted me to talk because I've shared before that I have a Russian wife. And I don't know how having a Russian wife automatically associates with Russian brides, online dating services. I don't know. But he seemed to want some advice on that, so I said I'll make something up. If you want me to, Oz, I'll make something up for you. Were I single? You know, I'm sure there are Russian brides. Look, online dating is, I mean, shit, it's like drinking water these days, isn't it? I've been married lots of years, so I never went down that path. But those of you swipe righters, you know, is it really that alarming if somebody meets online? And I think that's probably pretty efficient. So I think, Oz, I'm a fan of it. If I were single, why wouldn't you want to get online and try to meet some people And because if you haven't noticed, it's not so easy to meet people these days. If you haven't noticed, you know, I can figure out if a woman has a nice shape, but you have that damn mask on her face, and all bets are off. I mean, you just never know. You never know what is revealed underneath that mask. The eyes are the window into the soul? Yeah, maybe. But the rest of the face sure helps. Wow. I'll never forget reading the story about this incredibly wealthy China dude. And then there was this girl whose parents, they put her through surgery after surgery after surgery to turn her into just this beautiful girl. So she was fugly beforehand. And he ended up, I don't know if he killed her or if I can't remember the story, but long story tolerable is when they had kids, the kid was as ugly as she used to be. And he was pissed off, man. He was pissed off. So, poor kid. I'm pretty sure he didn't have his father's love. Why is this not catching me? Okay, can you get my face? It says face track is on, so yeah, I guess the moral of that story is, you know, plastic surgery isn't gonna make your kids beautiful if you're ugly. So, yeah, Oz, I think you should go for it. I met my wife through a business associate. Now, she happened to live over in Russia, and he told me, hey, there's someone in this world I think you should know. And I thought she must live in Washington, D.C., where he did. And so I was like, cool. And he said, I'm just going to send you her email. Whatever happens, happens. But I will tell you, she's way smarter than you and way better looking. So if something works, you owe me. And he sent me her email address. I reached out to her. The next day I got an email saying, oh my godness, my name is Yana. I'm a historian at Yekaterinburg at Ural State University. I'm a historian, and I was the interpreter of Bob and Barbara when they were over here in Russia, and I translated all of the Kodak documents for him. And they told me a lot about you, and I had attached a picture, and she said, oh, you're handsome. And then I opened her picture. I'll find that picture so that you can see the picture. Oz, you tell me what you would have done, Oz. If you would have, I'm waving my hand here so I know to insert something. But you tell me what you would have done if you were me and you had this PhD professor, you know, from Russia, sending a picture back that was just, she was drop dead gorgeous. Still is. Still is. If you want to see my wife, you can go to Zammy Pup on Instagram and take a look at, like, you know, maybe it was a couple videos ago. I haven't been very prolific posting Zammy content, but I surprised her with a knitted sweater of my dog Zammy. You're such a handsome fella. Did you do it for Mama? Huh? Oh, you looking for Mama? Oh, you look very beautiful. What is that?
Oh, this is very special. This is something much better than diamonds or emeralds or pearls. This is Sammy's, what is this? Sammy's sweater.
Yeah, it's his hair.
Sammy's hair, right?
That's beautiful. You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Sammy, you want to get in with Mama?
Sammy.
Zammy, is that awesome? You did awesome, buddy. Yes, you did awesome. Is that your mama? Is that your mama? Did you make that sweater for your mama? Huh? Yeah, you did. Good job, Sammy. We love you. We love you too, Yana. So you can see it. You can see her. You can see how beautiful she is, still is. So, Oz, that's what's called marrying up. I married up. But, yeah, I think you should get you a Russian bride or a... shit, I don't know. What are some of the services that Match.com, I think. My oldest daughter, she met her husband through Match, and they've been married forever. So I'm a fan. Why wouldn't you be? Why the hell wouldn't you be? Okay, now for my next coin pick. No, I'm not going to compromise Mike's service. No, I'm not going to offer a shit coin. I'm just going to share with you a coin that I have invested in because I listened to a ton of YouTube videos and I stumbled across a video. Matter of fact, let me just give the promotion now. Do yourself a favor, every one of you, and if I remember, I'm going to drop the links below. I'll remember. But go to Expert Crypto on YouTube. And a friend of mine told me about him, and it's crazy. I used to listen to music, and then I shifted into all I listen to is sports during football season, but now that football season's over, all I listen to is crypto. That's it. I just listen to so much crypto talk. But if you go to Crypto Expert, a friend of mine told me about him, he doesn't have a huge following like some of these with hundreds of thousands. I think he has like 36,000. I mean, look at me talking. I don't even have 2,000. But apparently his picks are just freaking so good and so solid. So that's a free service, if you ask me, that you should go to. And what's better is there's going to be 3 links below that if you are a newbie, and I am going on the counsel of my friend, and I did watch the first one, and I was like, wow, this is gold. So I look forward to watching the second and the third, which is a free crypto course for newbies. It teaches you the basics. So those of you who bailed out on me earlier because these cigar walks without cigars, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to show you some cool stuff. This is, anyway, before I show you what I'm going to show you, go subscribe to him, Expert Crypto, and I want to show you something. So, see back there? See all those little bitty stubs? I don't know if you can see them, and I really don't know if I want to walk through there because they're water moccasins, but it doesn't look very wet, so I think I'm pretty good. But if you take a look at this, see those little stubs? Those were from a fire a long time ago. There was a fire that burnt that down, and then all of these other trees grew up ever since the fire. So to me, that's pretty cool. That's nature. I love nature. So sign up for the crypto course, and one of the coins that was on his list and he talks a lot about is a company called Polygon, which the symbol is MATIC, M-A-T-I-C. And so I started doing some research because he had me at hello when I heard that it's a 1/1000th of a cent. Oops, hold on. Are we back? Huh, honey? 1/1000th of a cent per transaction. That's pretty amazing. My little honey just isn't really tracking. Do you see me? Huh, babe? Come on. Come on, face tracking. Okay. So for those of you who went through the hassle of the shitcoin this weekend, Imagine 1/1000th of a cent per transaction compared to the $50 plus for Ether. Hold on. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. And the transaction processes on the network in 2 seconds. The ETH developers love it. They're all migrating over to it. Users love it. It is compatible with MetaMask, my crypto wallet manager. It's open source. And get this, $1 billion a day is pouring into it. So I bought some Matic, and the more research I do, it's just, I don't think that it's a bad investment to dollar cost average. I intend to dollar cost average into Matic every month. That's going to become one of my blue chips personally. So, not investment advice. You know, at the end, I give my disclaimer of not knowing shit, but I think you guys like me just sharing with you what I'm doing and what's going on in my head. So this last part, before I actually hang up from you and light my cigar, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do two things in here because I just don't want an ash or anything to go down on these leaves. Matter of fact, I probably won't smoke the cigar here. I'll wait till I get back outside on the road and the sidewalks. That's what I'll do. All right, this has nothing to do about crypto, but I think it's going to crack you up. Hold on one second. How's it going? How you doing? Over here, honey. This has nothing to do with crypto, but I had a buddy of mine. We used to work together, gosh, almost 25 years ago. You know, 25 years ago when you had phones that were land phones, and when you were conducting your business, it had a cord. Yeah, way back when, kids. Oz, I don't know if you know about that. I think you were still trying to outswim all of your competitors to your mother's ovum about that time. But yeah, so this dude, his name's Bill, he called me this morning. I haven't talked to him forever. And we caught up, and it just brought back all kinds of memories. We cracked up because we had a little war going on, and I started it. But I can't figure out how to get her to look at me. There we go. I think that's better. But I started it. It's my bad. And I finished it. But he got me a good one. So we just kind of joked with each other all the time. So one day, I snuck into his office where he had his files in the file cabinet. And I had a piece of pizza from the night before, a big old piece of pizza. And I created a file called Pizza. And I put it in his file cabinet, his files, all of his business files. Nestled it right in exactly where it should go, alphabetically. And then I also had some of my, I brought in a bag some of my dog's shit. And I made another file called Dog Shit. And I put it in his file cabinet. And then it was like 2 weeks later to where he was just getting so irritated because his office smelt like ass. And then he ended up finding it. And I mean, obviously, I couldn't keep a straight face. I could not keep a straight face. That was so funny. So, what happens then? Well, they say revenge is best served cold. Oh, looky here, guys. This is the exit. I remember that fearful day where this is the exit. I remember that post to where I came out of the scary Indian trail. Didn't feel so scary today though. Maybe it's because of sunshine. We could go to Misery or to Gator Bait. Do we want to do that? Do we want to go to Gator Bait or do we want to walk back? I think we want to walk. Nah, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go to Misery. Well, we're gonna go to Misery together as I finish this story. Those of you who hang in, I really appreciate you. I think that I would recommend most people listen to this on double speed because sometimes it takes me forever when I'm walking and smoking and looking and trying to figure out where I'm go next. But so Bill, how did he get me back? Well, all of a sudden, to the office, the corporate office, I started getting all kinds of gay porn magazines. He subscribed me to every gay porn magazine out there at the time because that, you know, they didn't have the internet back then, guys, and you know, porn was on paper. And so I literally got probably a half dozen different gay porn magazines that had Todd and my last name on there. So that was pretty good. But the best thing I did, and this was before 9/11, so you could never do this after 9/11 and not get arrested. But what I did was, you know, you still had metal detectors. So your luggage would go through, like if you carried on, they'd still put it through metal detectors. And so what I did is I dropped him off at the airport, but the night before, because he'd come down to stay with us, and the night before, and he just had a duffel bag that he had over his shoulder. So the morning that he was leaving, when he got up and he went upstairs and got some coffee, I went downstairs and I had prepared I got a giant dildo. And I wrapped it in saran wrap, and then I formed what looked like a machete, just big enough to fit in his duffel bag. And so to the screener who's looking, it's gonna look like a machete, but the base handle is a dildo. You gotta admit, that's pretty damn good. And I'll never forget, I remember dropping him off, took him to the gate. It was a small airport. I'm like, see you later, Bill. He goes, man, he's like, yeah, see ya. He puts it on the thing and it goes through, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoop, whoop. And so he's on the other side, and they're going through his bags, and they pull this out. and I did it so that you could tell that it was a dildo, that the dildo, so basically you're holding the penis that's attached to the foil. So we cracked up about that today. But yeah, that's, I don't know, do you have any pranks that you've done to people? If so, put them in the comments below. So we are on Misery. I think this is Misery, or did we go down Gator Bait? But this is some more of the fire damage. But this is kind of cool in here. I like this. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna put it back at you. Tell me what kind of content you like. I haven't been doing as much behind the computer stuff or interviews lately. I don't know why. It's kind of like I see, this is the wild boar stuff that, see that? They just dig that shit. And that's from wild boars looking for acorns. So, hi again. How are you? So tell me what kind of content you like. I do intend to have some more people on for interviews. I've been really busy with my day job, too. So that's really mostly the reason. But all right, I think I have, believe it or not, about nothing more to say that is interesting. Ooh, fuck! Oh my god! Oh my god! Can you see my goosebumps? Oh Jesus! A snake just slithered by. Oh shit! That scared the shit. That scared the shit out of me. Good people. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. All right, with that, I'm out, guys. Cheers.
Greetings. Greetings. Used to be named Uncle Odd, but now I'm known as Uncle Vigilante. And as you can see by the fact I'm wearing a gold chain with a Bitcoin on it, I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'm a big deal. But there is one thing that my 43 attorneys that I just hired told me that I needed to say, which is a disclaimer. Don't take any of my advice. Don't take anything that I say on this show or any of my guests as sage counsel. Why? Why? Because I don't know shit.